Hey guys, it's Ben here. I'm just doing a little presentation. It's a little snippet from what I talked about in St. Asaph the other day in the Fast Steps to Fat Loss seminar. And what I'm going to be talking about is really just this top one here, which will be reclaiming your inspiration. I've had a lot of people, they start on the fitness camp and they come down, they're mega gusto about getting results, they're trying to, work their way through, the nutrition, they're turning up to every single session. And what I'm starting to find is that sometimes inspiration is tailing off. And this is not all your fault, guys, okay? So obviously sometimes it's, as we go out, embark on a journey like joining the fitness camp, we look for motivation, and it could be where we're going wrong. So what I want to do is going to go through some of the slides and talk you through them. Okay, there we go. So just going to ask you a question really, like how did your January go? If you were down in the fitness camp, did you enjoy yourself? Did you just go through the motions? Did you try and stick to the diet? Try being the sort of optimal word. Guys, we can try and change the world, but we can't do it alone. Also trying to do things and actually doing them. So how did your January go? Did you actually make any changes? Did you like Albert Einstein says if nothing changes, nothing changes, and insanity is doing the same thing over and over again expecting different results. If you didn't get the results from the camp before, did you change anything to help you get in a new one? Okay? Remember, if nothing changes, nothing changes. So, what I'm here to tell you is that there's no really real substitute for clean, smart training, clean thoughts, clean nutrition, and consistency. And that's what I am getting at. If you're doing all those things right already and you're not getting results, we need to change some things, okay? We need to look at why you're not getting the results you might want. You might be looking at, you need to change your water consumption. You need to be looking at, not having as many carbs, or you need to bring in some like fenugreek because you're not as tolerable to carbs as you thought you were. You're eating the wrong fats. You're eating the fats at the wrong time. You're not having the sugar post-workout, which you might need on occasion. Not all of you are going to have that though. Okay, so if you're one of those people who are, when you first came down to the fitness camp and you were, you put yourself outside your comfort zone, you got some success, you got a passion for doing exercise again, you definitely had some fulfillment, and it would have given you some extra confidence. And what happens is that I think the comfort zone is not just a sort of circle of being in and out of it. I think what happens is that you put yourself out of it and you get drawn back in slowly, because what happens is that you get back into the the equilibrium the body and the mind likes to have itself in, where it will happily be in the comfort zone, where you'll push yourself as hard as you did in the last workout. You don't really not looking to push anymore, or so what I'm trying to say, guys, is really get out of your comfort zone again, shake up your lifestyle, get look at the stuff you've been eating repeatedly and maybe make a few changes. So why does motivation sort of suck? That's, to be quite frank about it, is that you see here the drill sergeant there, he's shouting at the young, the young individual. What happens is that motivation is an external source. It's extrinsic, okay? It's coming from me telling you that you need to be doing this. As soon as I lose, you lose your contact with me, which is literally that you'll get your hour 3 times a week. That sort of motivation, or that stimulus it dwindles, okay? It dies with loss of contact. So this short-term empowerment I give you, I want it to last as long as it can, okay? And like it's the drill sergeant here. It's not yelling; it's motivation. I can yell at you, I can make you feel bad, or I can tell you about anything. But at the end of the day, it's got to be you who makes the steps to make things, make things change. So what I want to show you here is just a little bit about goal setting. And I think this is one of the biggest problems with my athletics career, and why I actually got off track, pardon the pun, is that would you ever get in a car and drive without a map, a destination so far away? Okay, would you get in that car, and would you, who here gets in the car with no idea where they're going, how long you've got to go there, how much fuel you got, what the speed you're getting at? You just don't do it. It just doesn't happen. It's not logic. Whereas people continually, not you guys, okay, maybe other people, or you sort of maybe get back to this point where you'll embark on a fitness program, which is like a journey, but you'll have no clear mapping of where you are on that journey. Okay, you'll have no idea where you're going. Have no idea what roads you have to cross to get there. okay? And my analogy is like a car, because you've got your trainer, who's your sat nav, okay? They'll tell you where to go. Your fuel gauge will tell you how much energy you've got to do, you know, to do the journey. How fast you getting there is your mile per hour gauge, so how fast you're actually going, and that can be stuff like the scales and your measurements. The intensity is obviously how much effort you're putting in, the rev counter, so that's, you know, often how tired you're feeling. The gear is the efficiency, you know, looking at how efficient you're being with your lifestyle in terms of supporting it. You know, you're being very efficient in the fact that you're doing 45-minute workouts, but how efficient are you being with, you know, looking at the stuff that I give you? Are you putting a lot of energy into something that you should maybe put less into? You know, I think for me, I've been so obsessive about avoiding certain foods that technically I'm actually okay with. Right, so what I want you to do now is I want you to stop this video. I want you to go and get a pen. I want you to get a piece of paper. And for those who came to the seminar, they actually did this as well. I gave it to them a ready-made one. Okay? Go and get that piece of paper right now. Pause this video. Okay. What you're about to do now is the most powerful piece of paper in the world. Okay? And I want you to write down, know what you want, or I want. Okay? And you need to be real specific, okay, about what you actually want to get out of this fitness camp, or what you want to get out of your training program. I want to be around 12 stone 8 and have less than 9% body fat. Be pain free and buzzing. Okay? I want to be a size 8, so when I go out in my dress on a weekend, I look fantastic and my skin's glowing. And like an example at the moment is someone like Tina. She's seen a 2-pack. You know, she's actually got abs at the top showing up, and she wants to turn that into a 4-pack. Okay? And then, you know, other people have started looking at sport type goals where they can run a marathon in under 4 hours. That is fantastic, guys. Okay? Second of all, I want you to put why you want it. Okay? I want this because, maybe start with a negative. I don't want to be embarrassed when I take my clothes off. Okay? A lot of people are, and it's a shame. You should feel fantastic. You should love your body. If you don't love your body, no one else will be able to love it. Okay? Honestly, it's people who love themselves in a fantastic way. It shines through, guys, and I can't tell you, how much I do believe that. Be confident about what you look like. I want to wear skin tight clothes. I love Lycra. I've loved it all my life. It sounds so wrong like this. I want to be able to jump up on the kitchen side. That was one of Hillary, my friend's, my good friend's goals when she came on the fitness camp. And within 2 weeks she could already do that. Okay, and I'd like to have the choice to go on top. Our sort of lifestyles are really important. These sort of our relationships and the stuff that affects our relationships is going to have a massive, profound effect in our lifestyle. So these are little things that you want to sort of why you want the results that you want. The positive is just as good as well, if not better. So you're going to you're searching for the positive in it. I want to pull hot chicks. Matthew Robinson said that he wanted to pull hot chicks when he first came on the fitness camp, and that's what his goal was, and to have abs on the beach. I want to turn heads. I want the compliments. Okay, who doesn't like being complimented on how fantastic they look and how revitalized they look, instead of saying, "Oh, you look rough." Everyone's like that. Okay, and this is probably the most important thing you do as well, because you can set yourself any sort of goal. And saying I want to have it by next Christmas or 2-3 years away, sometimes you can really shoot yourself in the foot there. You've got every great intention, but you're just not making it intense enough. So with the intensity, and whoever's worked to a deadline here knows that when it starts to get close, you really work for it. Okay, so you make it really intense by putting a deadline on it. So time, what time do you want it by? Okay, you on a daily basis, what time do you want to have had your breakfast by? In terms of your goal, when do you want it by? What's the date? And also, this is fantastic for keeping you accountable and keeping you on track. It's milestones along the way. Okay, when I get to such and such, I'm going to treat myself by buying myself a £100 pair of jeans, because I know if I buy a size X, Y, Z, that I won't want to put the weight back on, because I won't be able to fit into them again. Okay. Always congratulate yourself on success, guys. Reward yourself for getting success. Otherwise, you're positively reinforcing what you've done. Because a lot of people, when they do something bad, they don't punish themselves in the right manner. Okay, they'll just sort of fall off the wagon. So So think about how you react when you either get success or when you fail. But by doing this, putting the time, the date and the milestones that you want to reach along the way, you will help yourself no end by making yourself bulletproof. Know the price as well, okay? This is what some people fail to realise, that the price they need or have to pay to get in phenomenal results, not just good ones, not just okay, a couple of pounds. They need to really realise what they need to do. Some of them aren't willing to even pay a trainer. They'll do it themselves. You know, they'll think they can do it themselves when they haven't got an ounce of fat loss knowledge. You know, good luck to them. Okay, I hope they do well, because I obviously want everyone to be in great shape. But sometimes you do need to, you know, go to a fitness camp. You do need to give it bread. Okay, you do need to give it up. I know one of my clients at the moment, she gives it, giving it up, and she feels fantastic because it's a big stodgy mess, and it's just sort of, you know, you'd be eating living food. I need to ditch my partner on some occasions, or I just need to make sure they know that what I'm doing is for me and it will positively affect them. Okay, you need to be really upfront with the people you love, because sometimes they can turn into a bit of an energy vampire and pull you back and hold you back and keep you in their little comfort zone. Be really, really careful of those people, guys, okay? You just need to realise that they're out there and they want you to be in their comfort zone, because they're so firmly in it, they will not come out, you know, easily. Get them on board. You know, it's always good to get them on board. And also pay it, okay? Pay the price. 15 hours of fitness, no bread for a month, exercising in -5, buying new smaller clothes, having to actually pay physically for new clothes is fantastic. You know, it's not actually a bad thing having to buy new lovely clothes because you look fantastic. Okay, guys? So it's not about motivation, it's about inspiration, guys. It's about seizing the moment, the opportunity you've got, okay? While you're fresh on the fitness camp, if it's your first time, get mega prepared, get everything ready, okay? Sometimes you just have to seize the moment, as it will really help you in the long run, okay? Get yourself prepped. You know, don't watch Coronation Street, Emmerdale and, you know, EastEnders back to back one night. Just read through the nutrition guide. Who's actually done that on the Fast Way to Fitness membership side? Go through like a 28-page Bible I wrote when I first started. I put a lot of effort into it, and like majority of people haven't even read it. Okay, guys? You know, I believe in every single person that is, you know, on the camp that can get incredible results. They just need to, you know, get some serious inspiration. Anyway, it's not a break now, guys. I just want you to go off and act upon what you've just written down. Please do. I look forward to seeing the results that you get off the back of it, and please let me know if you found this helpful.